In this episode, Mavizen's 130-mile-an-hour TTX02 electric motorcycle runs on Linux, Internet Explorer 8 on Linux with Wine, and 10 essential tricks for Linux admins. QuickSurf Internet Media presents Linux News Log, separating the Linux and open source signal from the noise. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm your host Adrian, coming to you almost live from lovely Studio BR2 here at QuickSurf Internet Media in Phoenix, Arizona. Linux News Log is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. Do feel free to head on over to www.techpodcast.com, and if you like any of my shows, you'll certainly find other technology-related shows over there as well. Let's go ahead and get into the news for episode number 189. From treehugger.com, they have an article here, and it's entitled Mavizen's 130 miles per hour TTX02 electric motorcycle runs on Linux. Yeah, that's my kind of motorcycle. Basically, there's a motorcycle company called Mavizen, and it has decided to offer a new electric bike based on the previous winner of the TTX GP so that other teams can have a solid foundation to build on for next year. The TTX02 is based on the KTM RC8 with an Agni power plant. The twist is they call it a laptop on wheels because of all the electronics it packs on top of what is strictly required to control the electric motor. The dash-mounted computer that runs Linux has Wi-Fi connectivity and a web server, etc., etc., etc. They've got some pretty cool pictures. This is awesome stuff. They've got some technical details, plus some videos and such and so forth. Really neat. When I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's what I want. I don't think it's street legal, but still, nonetheless. Let's talk about our sponsor for this episode, GoToAssist Express. Trying to help someone through a technical issue over the phone without access to their computer is a nightmare. And the last thing you want to do is waste time driving over to wherever they are to fix the problem in person. That's why I want you to try GoToAssist Express. It's from my friends at Citrix, the same folks that bring us GoToMyPC and GoToMeeting. It's the easiest, most affordable way to remotely view and control another computer for a PC or Mac. It includes unlimited, unattended support. I've used GoToAssist Express. I can't tell you how many times I've had to go over to mom and dad's house to fix a computer problem before I've used GoToAssist Express, and now it's a simple matter of simply they call me with some problem and I can connect to their computer and fix whatever it is right there on the spot. I want you to try GoToAssist Express free for 30 days. For this special offer, visit gotoassist.com/techpodcast. That's gotoassist.com/techpodcast. From LXer, Internet Explorer 8 on Linux with Wine. Basically, this story is kind of neat. It was originally sourced from winereview.blogspot.com. LXer picked it up, and basically what it's talking about is running the Windows Explorer 8 for Microsoft Windows on Linux through Wine. And it's the version 8 is the latest version of Internet Explorer. If you don't have, actually it might even be the case if you have Windows 7. I haven't even checked out Windows 7 yet. But if you need to test, for example, if you're a web developer and you need to test something in Internet Explorer 8, this will let you do it through Wine on Linux if you primarily use Linux. So kind of neat. Definitely check that out. From Gizmodo, Mica Ion HD player is the first to deliver both Hulu and Boxee. You may remember Mica from their BitTorrent player, but now they're bringing Hulu, Boxee, and NVIDIA Ion graphics to the table with the Mica Ion. So basically, it goes beyond Hulu and Boxee. You can run other full PC applications like XBMC and browse to any website and play video content directly on your TV. There's no mention of BitTorrent in this version, but given the fact that it runs on Ubuntu Linux, it seems plausible. The base model Ion is available now for $379. It comes with a wireless 802.11n and Blu-ray add-ons bring it to $644. So this is pretty neat. I mean, it's a tiny little box. Definitely check that out. From v3.co.uk, Mandriva releases Linux 2010 desktop distribution. Mandriva has released Mandriva Linux 2010, the latest release of its desktop Linux distribution designed to meet user needs in terms of security, performance, and ergonomics, according to the firm. Available immediately, Mandriva Linux 2010 is the most advanced and easy to use Linux on the market, the firm said. That's always up for debate. Personally, I find Ubuntu much easier, even though I was previously an Ubuntu fan, or a Mandriva fan. For our how-to section, I found this article over at IBM.com in their Developer Works section in their Linux library, and it's entitled Lazy Linux, 10 Essential Tricks for Linux Admins. And basically, this runs through a list of 10 things that are awfully handy. I found them pretty handy when I was like, oh, wow, oh, that's pretty cool. The first trick that they have listed here is unmounting the unresponsive DVD drive. Getting your screen back when it's hosed. Oh, yeah. Collaboration with screen. Getting back the root password is one of the other ones. SSH backdoor, pretty handy. Remote VNC session through an SSH tunnel, also pretty handy, especially if you want to encrypt your SSH session or your VNC sessions. Checking your bandwidth, awfully nice. Command line scripting and utilities, can't have enough of those. Spying on the console, and random system information collection. So this is all good stuff. By all means, check this out. This is a list of things that, especially if you're a Linux admin, if you don't already know these sort of things, these are awfully handy to print out and tack up on your wall. You know, pretty good stuff. That'll pretty much do it for this edition of Linux News Log. As always, everything we've talked about is linked up in the show notes. Just visit us on the web, linux.quicksurf.com. And you can also shoot me an email, linux@quicksurf.com, or follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Adrian_bacon. And again, everything we've talked about is linked up in the show notes. Don't forget to try out the GoToAssist Express. You get a free 30-day trial. Definitely something worth checking out. And with that, I will talk with all of you on the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, one last thing. I'm going to be changing the numbering scheme of Linux News Log. This is technically, I'm going to be switching over to a season episode format. So this is technically, even though it's episode 189, it's technically season 9, episode 21. And so it's the season finale of the 9th season of Linux News Log, 21 episodes per season. That's half of 42. I'm a huge Douglas Adams fan, and 42 episodes per season is a little unwieldy. So cut it in half, and it's, you know, typical U.S. TV season for over the air is anywhere from 20 to 26 episodes. So 21 is a nice even number. It's evenly divisible by 42. And that way, just to put things into perspective for a lot of people, 9 seasons going into the 10th season on the next episode. So next Sunday will be season 10, episode 1, or the season premiere, as you might call it. And so I'm looking forward to that. 10 seasons is a lot, but it's how it works sometimes. So anyway, I'm just doing that mainly to kind of recognize that I'm converting largely over to video-based format. The audio portion has not changed and probably won't, but I'm furthering my distribution by also supplying a video version of the show. So that's why I'm also kind of going from the episode number to season episode number. So anyway, kind of nice. So we'll see all of you on the season premiere of Linux News Log for the 10th season. See you then. Bye.